And then we can see the varying difference through Frank and then Uju as well. It is how that conversation has changed so much, whereby in the beginning we'd be talking to you about business. Now we're talking to you more so about podcasting, the world of social media, how that's impacting news. How is that, as you've been reflecting on, all of your contribution, which we really are thankful for here in Radio London,
it's
changed for you and what your thoughts are on that, really?
I think what's been brilliant about coming on this show has been the fact that Sonny is such a tech geek.
Yeah.
He loves anything technology focused, anything enhancement, any progress.
You thought you had an easy run. You thought, I'll go in there with this, they won't know what it's talking about. And they'd be like, give you...
And then the other thing on social media is the various subjects that we've had. So we've looked at mental health, we've looked at data, we've looked at children, we've looked at new social networks, we've looked at the rise of TikTok. If I'd have said to you 6.5 years ago that Facebook wouldn't be as big as it was, you would have called me crazy.
I remember when you first came in, and I downloaded the app, I think, when it first came out, because I heard of it in China and they were going to come here with this thing called TikTok, because in China it's called something different.
ByteDance is the holding company.
Yeah. And I knew that this was going to be big because they had contracts and they had licensing to so much back catalogue of music, and they are one of the biggest companies that had those licenses. So if you put that with an app, go ahead and do what you want, because you won't be prosecuted or you won't have to worry about the content coming off. And I told you about TikTok. You know, I'll do some research and I'll come back to you about TikTok. And there we were.
And there we are.
Yeah.
And I remember coming in talking about TikTok when it was niche and when it was just for kids.
That's what I was saying.
And it was kind of a place for your silliest self. Instagram was for your best self. LinkedIn was for your professional self. Facebook was for your family self.
That's it, yeah.
TikTok was for your silliest self. And it was dancing and it was...
We had a version of that before. And if anyone remembers, it's called Vine.
Vine, I remember very well. And Twitter bought it and didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where it takes away, because Twitter have done a lot of, what's that word when you take over another company? What is the word? What's the official word? They had acquisitions.
Yeah.
So they've done a lot of acquisitions, but not followed through with them.
No.
So they have tried to be innovative and be ahead of the game, but they just didn't know what to do with the thing. Hence why Elon Musk has come now and he's trying to make it profitable.
And that's happened throughout social media and throughout business.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, can you imagine 20 years ago saying Nokia wouldn't be the biggest mobile phone?
Yeah.
And now we're a Nokia. Can you imagine
true.
saying Blackberries wouldn't be huge 15 years ago?
Very good point.
The smartphone was the death of Nokia.
Yeah, it was. It was.
And when you look at some of these stories, I guess, and we've had these discussions with the different people that we put you in the last 12 months.
Yes, you do.
Did you ever find you come into a studio and you were sitting opposite someone thinking, I can't come in if that person turns up? Or did you feel comfortable? You don't have to name anyone. But did you also, because you're the
on the spot
the reason why I'm saying this is I think me and Shay are quite good at people, who come on our show, and we've